ThunderCats AI custom-made action figures. Hello everyone, welcome back to Action Figure Imagery. This time we're having artificial intelligence images of custom-made ThunderCat action figures. As here we see a two-pack, it's right, a two-pack, and a guy on the end kind of looks like Tigra. Those are cartoon images instead of toys there. Pretty cool looking though, very cool looking lion in the middle, and actual tigers on the sides, and there's a different version of Lion-O in the middle right there, a variant type cartoon. Now back to the action figure images. For some reason, the AI, another Lion-O at the top. The AI gave me cartoon images to go along with the toy images also this time. Something it's never done before, but this time it has. And there's little miniature size figures right there. And the ThunderCat figures that are popular right now are those 7-inch scale, 6.5-inch scale ThunderCat action figures that are currently made by Super 7. There's a female pack right there. And none of these women here look like cat-like creatures, however, even though they've got ThunderCats labeled. Now that one does, and that one kind of reminds me of Tigra from Marvel Comics a little bit. This one does, and one in the middle. Not the other two on the side. She's like the one in the middle here is like a combination of Tigra from ThunderCats mixed with Lion-O, I guess, Lion-O's outfit. The lady in the middle here kind of is like a female version of Lion-O, I guess, with the reddish hair and the same color outfit. And then there's one of the thumbnail pictures of that blue Lion-O figure, kind of like a faker version of Lion-O. Just like Faker is for He-Man, I guess you can assume that's a faker version for Lion-O. And for those, speaking of those Masters of the Universe, for those of you who may not know, Masters of the Universe and Masters of the Universe and ThunderCats have quite a bit in common. As far as they both have a crossover comic book in DC. By the way, that was my attempt at making images of Mumra, and didn't work out quite well. By the way, the previous picture along with this one, I tried to create Mumra and the Ever Living, and didn't quite work out right. And there's one of the thumbnail pictures. This guy would be pretty cool right here. Look at those weapons he got in his hands. Like a villain, though. There's another villain-like look-alike right there. This blue guy. See his face on the side. He would be a pretty cool figure. And you can see cat-like features in his face with the ears. Same here. But anyway, back to the Masters of the Universe and ThunderCats being similar. There's a lot of similarities. Both He-Man and Lion-O main weapon is a sword, some type of sword. For He-Man, it's the power sword. For Lion-O, it's the sword of omens. Even though those two swords have different abilities, but both of the main superhero characters rely on a sword as their main weapon of choice, a magical sword. At that, there's quite a few similarities between He-Man and Lion-O, and Lion-O, the ThunderCats castle, that Castle Grayskull, and you see some similarities between Mum-Ra and Skeletor. That Mum-Ra in his mummy stage has, look at that, that's a hilarious picture right there, by the way, a real cat at the bottom. But anyway, Mum-Ra and, well, I take it back, it's not real, but it's AI also, I apologize. There's another attempt at creating Mum-Ra, which didn't quite work out. You see Mum-Ra's name on there, but Mum-Ra and Skeletor, Mum-Ra in his mummy disguise. This guy would be a pretty cool figure if he was real. Mum-Ra in his mummy disguise wears a cloak over his head, a red cloak like, I don't know what to call it, but you all are pretty much familiar with it, like a robe. And Skeletor has a cloak over his head, so some similarities between both franchises. As you continue to look at my failed attempts at trying to create an AI version of Mum-Ra, which didn't work out, it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. And I typed in mummy, and it still didn't create the Mum-Ra that I was looking for. But cool figures, by the way. Even though the AI did not create what I wanted. This guy right here would be a very cool action figure if he was real. However, he looks cat-like on the packaging, but has a human-looking face like Lion-O on the out on the inside as a toy. Now this guy is like Lion-O. There's another image of that character right here. I hope the makers of the ThunderCat toys are looking at this video, or some of them are. Well, right now it's Super 7 that are making ThunderCat action figures right now as we speak. However, Super 7 are not the original creators of the original toy line. I would love to have an action figure of this character too if it was real. Very cool. But the original toy maker of I don't know why I keep saying Lion-O ThunderCats. The original toy maker of the ThunderCats, I think, is Galoob Toys, I think. If I'm not mistaken. It's one of the few toy lines of the 1980s that I never had action figures of. Never had a ThunderCat action figure as a kid. I plan on buying some of those Super 7 ThunderCat figures one day. I'm not sure when, and hopefully I can review some ThunderCat figures here on a page on the channel one day. Those figures are pretty pricey right now, but they fit in well with the Masters of the Universe Classic figures, by the way. This one's pretty cool right here. This guy's pretty cool right here. A lot of them are. And this guy got kids on the side, kind of like Wally Cat and Wally Kit, the boy and girl couple. And there's another female character right there, and you see a female-looking lion, a female version of Lion on the side, cartoon version on the side of that packaging. And this character has a robot-like face as a toy, but on the outside of the packaging you see a beast-like face, a lion-like face. And here you see more images of a cat-like humanoid, and you also see a lot of images of faces that do not look cat-like, like these right here. More human. All of these are human-looking faces, no cat-like features at all. That's how the ThunderCats are. And also more similarities between Masters of the Universe and ThunderCats. I guess you could say that Chitara is their version of Tila, I guess. Panthro is like Man-at-Arms in a way. Lion-O as like He-Man. So a lot of similarities. Panthro reminds me of Man-at-Arms, because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Panthro an inventor also? He invents weapons, just like Man-at-Arms. So he's like their version of Man-at-Arms, and Snarf is kind of like a comical version of their version of Orko. So lots of similarities between the two franchises. I hope you all enjoyed this video, folks. That's it for this video. Everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.